my first question is, when the windfall happens, what is the first tangible, practical thing you should do?
Okay, so I would say the moment that happens, you have to realize, for example, one day, all the money inflow in my life is going to stop.
Correct.
At which point, I need to ensure that my money is invested somewhere where net of taxes, after deduction of taxes, would I be getting enough in terms of passive incomes, which would take care of all my living expenses comfortably. And accounting for inflation, accounting for people I would be adding in my family going forward, and their expenses and their aspirations, maybe for their education, their wedding, and big events in life. Until the time you haven't gotten to that accumulation of wealth which can generate that kind of passive income, knowing that there are tools and products available, such as in the form of insurance, be it medical or life, that at least first you put a small sum to that God forbid something unforgiving happens, at least you have a financial product to fall back on.
It is so true. We were doing other podcasts, and I really wish somebody had told me this when I was 24 years old and healthy, that the best thing you can do is take a long-term health insurance.
Absolutely.
It's basic things like this that are not even taught in schools. Yeah, I think there should be a subject which says, boss, this is how you should handle your financial
100%.
life.
100%. Even in surprisingly, I'll tell you, it's not just about school. The chartered accountancy degree, and I'm a CA, I have all the respect for my mother institute, which has given me a lot. But there is no subject on personal finance even in the CA degree.
Can you believe?
Can you believe that?
My God.
So the education system overall also stems from people acknowledging the need for understanding these topics.
Yes.
And I think over the years, just the Indian culture has been such that parents feel if we start discussing money with our children a little too early, they'll be spoiled and this is their time to study. But I think if there is a curriculum to say how much should you be teaching when, so that they grow into it organically with understanding.
So true, Sarthak. I think that's something that even the government should take into process to add into consideration to make this as a part of a curriculum at a much earlier stage, because nobody is really preparing these 23 and 26-year-old guys to become lakpatis and crorepati's at this age, right? And and I'll tell you a shocking fact, and I realized that as you're talking, that when you're studying in the 12th standard, for instance, you have to choose on the 10th standard, you have to choose between science and commerce or arts, right? I chose science. And because I chose science, chartered accountancy or balance sheets, or for a lack of better word, even the terminologies was not part of my life. All engineering aspects, all technical terms were. So when I actually started making money, I didn't even know what a balance sheet meant. I was educated, I was academically qualified, but there was this very important aspect of my life that I had to rely entirely on a professional to tell me. And I'm telling you, despite all my exposure, I'm still, people are surprised at how dumb I am when I speak to my CA.